Well, welcome back and thanks for joining us. We're coming up on 7:42 this morning and it's definitely a chilly and windy start to the day. The good news is we do have a very pretty sunrise at this point at very least, but if you're heading out to go see that, just make sure you're bundled up. We're going to be staying cold throughout the rest of today. That's why 13 weather ball is blue. Cooler weather is in view. It's also blinking bright. More snow is in sight. I want to give you a look at Grand Haven this morning though. Look at those clouds. We do have a very pretty after effect from the sunrise, considering that this is looking the exact opposite direction of where the sun is actually at this point. This is looking west. Now, something else I do want to point out though is that this is also where our pretty strong winds are coming from. It is fairly breezy out there. Winds at about 15 miles an hour, gusting up to about 23 miles an hour right now. Across West Michigan, we are still seeing more of these gusty winds out there. Gusts up to about 20 to 25 miles an hour still at this point. Even stronger than that for some though. Look at Muskegon, wind gusts right around 29 miles an hour this morning. So definitely a very breezy start to the day. We'll continue to see these breezes as we're heading throughout the rest of the day too, but notice how they start to diminish heading into this evening and especially into the overnight hours. As far as temperatures go, only going to be topping out in the mid-20s for today, so it's definitely not a warm one by any means, but just like we looked at a little bit earlier, feels like temperatures only going to be staying in the single digits, at least for the most part. Warmest point of today, it could feel like about 12, 13 degrees, but that's pretty much all we've got. It's definitely very chilly one ahead of us. It's not just the cold weather that we're contending with though, it's also going to be some snowfall on the way, some of which we're already seeing right now. So satellite and radar continuing to show us a couple of these lake effect snow bands that have continued to make their way on land. Keep in mind though, now the lake is pretty cold at this point, so we're not necessarily seeing a ton of accumulation out of this, especially to the west of 131. That's where we have some accumulation where we'll continue to see the chance for it throughout the rest of the day. East of 131 on the other hand though, not exactly looking at a lot as we're heading into this afternoon and evening either. So at this point, winds still mainly out of the north, and with that being said, largely along the lakeshore and as portions of southwest Michigan, that's where we have the lake effect to start the day. Into the afternoon though, we start to see winds taking on a slightly more westerly component, drawing some more of that lake effect a little bit further inland. So we could see some of these snow showers passing over US 131, but it still does not look like we're going to be seeing much in terms of accumulation, less than an inch, probably even just trace amounts for many areas. This does start to taper off as we're heading into this evening and especially overnight. The possibility for a couple more lake effect snow showers, but we're in the clear by tomorrow morning and by tomorrow afternoon, even looking forward to a little bit of sunshine in the forecast before we're wrapping up our Sunday. How much snow are we expecting from this? About 1 to 2 inches, I would say. Underneath the heaviest snow belts, we could get closer to about the 3-inch mark. 2.5 to 3 inches looks to be a possibility. Once again, though, that would be pretty isolated. This is not going to be the biggest, baddest snow by any means, this lake effect event. It's just going to be something that you probably notice heading into this afternoon. Could reduce visibility at times, but besides that, really not too much to worry about here. It's just going to be cold. That's going to be the main impact of today. Tomorrow, we do start to see an ever so slight warm. Now, partly cloudy skies, temperatures right around 30. This is just a hint of the warm up though that's going to be much more significant into the next work week. Monday looking at 42 degrees and we're not even stopping there. Past that, we continue a very big warm up, going to get closer to the 50-degree mark for Tuesday as well as Wednesday. Notice though, we do cut our temperatures right back down from there. So next Thursday going to be back in the mid 30s. The 50-degree temperatures, at least very close to 50 degrees. That does not last very long. Still, after that, we will start to see temperatures that are hovering right around average for this time of year, with even warmer temperatures, it looks like, as we're heading into the following work week. As far as today goes, temperatures near the lakeshore are going to be sitting in the lower to mid 20s. Still a little bit of lake effect snow out there. Northern zone, especially Oceana County and further north, that's where we're going to be seeing a winter weather advisory because of that lake effect. Temperatures sitting in the lower 20s further north, but looking at the mid to upper 20s further south. Your 13 on your side 7-day forecast. A little bit of lake effect out there, definitely a chilly start to the weekend and fairly breezy, staying cold throughout this weekend, but big warm up, much milder temperatures into next week. We are, however, looking at the chance for rain and then a rain snow mix for Tuesday into Wednesday.